Come on in. Let's see. Come on in, y'all. I just want to move some bread from out the thingy. Welcome to Bold in Her Purpose Ministry. I am Jaquitta B, your confidence and empowerment coach on this channel. I come to encourage, uplift, right? Those who may be in situations where you just need a little pick me up, right? I come to edify the body of Christ. For those who follow me, thank you for following. If you are new, go ahead and subscribe if this channel resonates with you. So tonight I have a word. But let me go live on these other platforms really quickly. Right? Hey y'all, hey, go ahead and tap the screen, show me some love. And we're talking about doing it again. Doing it again. Right? Let me just put some on my lips. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in the room. Yeah, the people in the South, have y'all been enjoying the snow? Hey y'all, hey. So I am live on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. So welcome. Okay. And tonight I have a word that I would like to share and encourage, right? Encourage. Sometimes we get a little in our emotions and our feelings and we don't know, right, what to do with that. Thank you for the likes here on YouTube. So come on in the room, y'all. How are y'all doing? Is everybody okay? Let's just do like a little mental check-in. You doing all right? You need some prayer, or God has been good to you and everything is well. Okay, so just let me know how y'all doing. Okay, before I get started, I just want to know how you doing. Thank you for tuning in. Tap the screen over here on TikTok. Show me some love. Y'all invite, share, tag, all of that good stuff, because I have a good I am fine, Ryan. Thank you for tuning in. I have a good word of encouragement on tonight. Whether you feel like, you need somebody to speak to you, to uplift you, to encourage you, to give you a little bit of push. That's what I hope to do on tonight. So let's get into it. Hey Jess, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Y'all all right? Y'all good? Give me some thumbs up, some love to let me know y'all can hear me okay. And then I'm going to get started, okay? So as you can tell, you love my hair. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So we're going to get started, okay? So tonight I'm talking about do it again. You weren't denied. You weren't delayed. Baby, you were being prepared, right? You were being prepared for the thing that you have been praying about, okay? So it may seem like what you have been doing has not been working, and that's only because God was preparing you, preparing your heart, okay? Preparing your mind. He was preparing your character. He was preparing the people that need to be in place. He was preparing you to be able to handle the authority that he's getting ready to give you. You were not denied. You were not delayed. Baby, you were being prepared. Sometimes we take rejection as end all be all, but that is not the case when you are walking with God. That is not the case when he has placed a promise and a purpose over your life. Sometimes the rejection is just to toughen you up. Sometimes the door is closed so that you can walk through the right door. for, okay? So you were not denied and you have not been delayed. You were being prepared. Prepared for what? To go forth. Prepared for what? For the best of the best, because the best is yet to come. When God give you a thing, it's his best, right? So sometimes he has to make you suffer a little while in order for you to remain humble, right? In order for you to have the full experience and gratification of what he is doing in your life, okay? So don't think it's strange that some things may have been hard for you. It's been hard because he got to toughen you up, because he's preparing you, baby. He preparing you for the house you prayed for. He's preparing you for the big stage. He's preparing you for the influence. He's preparing you for the marriage. He's preparing you, right, for those things that you just been praying for. So don't let the doors and the rejection and the naysayers and the mocking put you down, baby. It's only preparing you for what you are about to step into, right? So I am coming from the story of Joseph, okay? Genesis 37, right? And if you don't know the story of Joseph, then you can go to Genesis 37 and read it for yourself. But you are being prepared, okay? Don't quit. Do it again. If it didn't work the first time, do it again. If it didn't work the second time, do it again. If it didn't work the third time, do it again, okay? 2025, God is going to empower you and to equip you to do well in all that he has called you to do. So you got to do it again. All the things that you've been doing up until this point, it was just preparation. It was just helping you to get the strength that you need, helping you to persevere, helping you so that when you get to that place, you're going to know how to handle it, helping you so when you get to that place, you're going to know how to care for that thing. So don't give up. Do it again. Do it again. If you don't take anything else from this live, baby, take away this. Do it again and keep on doing it. Okay. Hey, Tasha, thank you for tuning in. So tap the screen over here on TikTok. Show me some love, y'all. Show me some love. Thank you for tuning in. So like I said, Genesis 37, it talks about Joseph, right? Joseph was, he had brothers, okay? And Joseph was the son who his father really loved and his son really showed favor to, okay? And so God gave Joseph a gift to interpret dreams, right? So Joseph had a dream at the age of 17, right? So at the age of 17, God gave Joseph a dream. And in that dream, right, the interpretation of the dream that God gave Joseph was that his brothers would bow down to him. That was the first dream. And then the second dream was the sun and the moon and 11 stars would bow down to him. So he began to share his dream with his brothers. And as because he was already the son who was favored, he already was hated, okay? He already had a target on his back because he was favored by the father. So the other sons were already jealous and they already, was hating on him and things like that. They showed hatred to him. So when he began to share what his dream was, it made them hate him even more. Like, bro, you think I'm finna bow down to you? Like, bro, come on now. What are you talking about? So then as he began to share the dream with his brothers, he then later shared it with his father. And so when he shared the dream with his father rebuked him. His father rebuked him, but he kept it in mind. What does that mean? When you keep something in mind, that means, right, you're watching it in the background. That means you're kind of looking forward to it. You don't fully believe in it, but it's still in your mind just in case that thing happens to come to pass. Just in case, right, it does come. So his father rebuked him, but he kept the dream in mind. And sometimes when you keep things in mind, that means you got to keep watch of it. And when you keep watch of it, that means you're protecting it. So God, even though people will speak against your dream, even though people will speak against what God has placed on the inside of you, he will cause them to remember it and protect it and watch it till it's performed. Okay. I hope somebody caught that. I hope somebody caught that. Okay. So listen, I'm coming to tell y'all, do it again. So stick with me. Okay. Do it again. Do it again. Remember, the first time Joseph told his dream, his brothers hated him. And then he had another dream. Then they it was like, no, that ain't, nah, we ain't finna bow down to you. So then he told his father, and his father rebuked him. So imagine having something, a purpose, and an assignment that God has given you, and you shared it with other people, and you begin to walk this thing out, and people begin to cause hatred upon you. People begin to mock the very thing that God gifted you with. Hey, Keita, thank you for tuning in. People begin to say, oh, girl, you crazy. Boy, ain't nobody thinking about that. That ain't gonna come to pass because that just seemed too far-fetched, right? As you begin to share what God has given you, right? The gift that he's placed on the inside of you, as you begin to pour it out, people looking at you like, oh no, that ain't what's finna happen. Oh no, it ain't going down like that. But I'm here to tell you, keep doing it. Do it again. So I'm coming from Genesis 37, talking about Joseph's story as he began to tell his dream, right? So because his brothers were jealous of him, okay, they threw him into a pit. They ended up selling him into slavery, okay? So because he had, thank you for the love, Mallory, I appreciate it. Because he had a dream and a gift to interpret dreams, right? They got jealous of him, okay? So Joseph kept interpreting dreams despite where he ended up, despite what was happening to him, despite what was going on in his life. He kept using the gift that God gave him. He kept going. He kept doing it again and doing it again. Even when people did not look upon him as if his dreams were going to come to pass, he kept doing that thing again, okay? So that is why, most people look at the story of Joseph and they say, he ended up from the pit to the palace. But in actuality, Joseph kept doing it again. He kept using his gift. As the Bible says, your gift will make room for you. So as you continue to keep doing it, it may not make room for you in that first attempt. It may not make room for you in that second attempt. It may not make room for you in the third or fourth or the fifth. But listen to me. Do it again like your life depends on it, because it really do in all actuality, okay? It really does depend on you continuing to do that thing again. I don't care who come up against you. I don't care how much suffering you got to go through. Keep doing the thing that God has called you to do, okay? So listen. Despite Joseph facing death, because his brothers ultimately wanted to kill him in the beginning, because I think it was the oldest brother or the baby brother, I'm not sure, but was like, no, let's not let his blood be shed, right? Let's just put him in the pit and leave him out here to die, okay? So then they ended up agreeing to sell him into slavery, right? So they sold him into slavery, okay? And then despite him facing death because they wanted to kill him, despite him being sold into slavery. So as Joseph began to be sold into slavery, right? Hey, Zuri, hey, my girl, what's happening? As he he was then thrown into prison because he went into Potiphar's house, right? And Potiphar noticed that that Joseph had some things going on about him. He knew that he was a man of integrity. He knew that he was a man who was competent to do. And everything that he put his hands to, it began to prosper. It began to flourish. So he became one of King Potiphar's right-hand men. So then, right, Joseph in there doing his thing, and the wife was like, I need you to come to bed with me. I need you to come sleep with me, okay? Because Joseph was handsome. He was very demure. He looked good and all of that stuff. So the wife was like, I need you to come sleep with me. And Joseph was like, nah, I can't do that because that's one of the things that I cannot touch. Everything else I can touch. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate that. Everything else I can touch. So what ended up happening, because he rejected Potiphar's wife, she falsely accused him of sleeping with her, of touching him, right? So then he got thrown into prison. So imagine this. Imagine Joseph facing death from his own brothers. Then he was sold into slavery. Then he got thrown into prison. Despite all of that, right, Joseph still was telling his dreams, because while he was in prison, right, he met the cupbearer and he met the baker. I think that's what it was. Yeah. So despite Joseph being thrown into prison, he was still telling his dream. There was a cupbearer and a baker that he met, right? So the cupbearer and the baker, one day they was just so sad, right? And Joseph was like, "Why y'all got the long face? Why y'all looking so sad?" And they were like, "We had these dreams and we don't know what's going on with these dreams." So Joseph was like, God interprets dreams. So they began to tell Joseph what their dream was, and he interpreted the dream, and they came to pass just as Joseph said. So as the cupbearer, he got released or whatever. Joseph was like, "Just remember me when you get out of here. Come back for me, bruh. Like I done gave you your dream interpretation. It's gonna come to pass. Like, don't forget about me. Come back for me, bruh." So Joseph, they left Joseph. He forgot about Joseph for about 2 years, okay? But listen, y'all, even in the prison, Joseph was still doing the thing that God gifted him to do: interpret dreams. He didn't care that he had to be in prison. He didn't care that he had to suffer in slavery. He didn't care that nobody believed in the dream that God gave him in the beginning, that they hated him for dreaming. They hated him for interpreting his own dream. Like, he did not care. He still did it again. He still did it again. So do it again. Use your gift. Do it again. I don't care how long, right? So then 2 years passed, okay? So the cupbearer went back to hold on, read my notes. I don't want to miss nothing. The cupbearer went back to Pharaoh, right? He went back to Pharaoh. And as he went back to Pharaoh, then he remembered, after 2 years, then he remembered Joseph, okay? So as he remembered Joseph, the king, Pharaoh, was having dreams. So Joseph, they went and got Joseph. He began to interpret Pharaoh's dreams. As he interpreted Pharaoh's dreams, guess what? Pharaoh was so happy with Joseph, right? He made him second in command, and he became he was in charge of the land of Egypt, okay? So listen, y'all. Joseph kept he kept interpreting dreams through through slavery, through prison, even despite his brothers hating him. He kept interpreting dreams. So the main thing that I'm telling y'all is keep going. Do it again. If it didn't work for the umpteenth time, baby, keep on doing that thing. So listen, Joseph had his first dream and interpreted at the age of 17. Guess what age Joseph was when he became second in command? Joseph was 30 years old when he became second in command. So he had his first dream and interpreted his first dream at 17. But baby, it didn't manifest, and God didn't get the glory until he was 30 years old when he became second in command under Pharaoh. So I'm telling you, it may take a little bit of time. It may take you some suffering. It may take you some tears. It may take you leaving some things. It may take you being in isolation. It may take you taking the mockery and the stones being thrown at you. It may take all of that. But in all of that, still use your gift and continue to do what God has called you to do, because he called you to do before he crowned you. He called you to do it before he gives you the authority and the capacity to carry that thing. You just got to keep on doing it until it manifests in the way that he wanted to manifest, until it manifests for him to get the glory, until the appointed time. Joseph was 17 years old, y'all, when he got his first dream, but it did not manifest until he was 30. That's 13 years. It took Joseph 13 years to see the manifestation of the first dream that he received and was able to interpret it from God. So do it again. It may have been 20 years. It may have been 50 years. I don't know how many years it's been, but do it again. I am here to encourage you. You have not been denied. You have not been delayed. Baby, you were being prepared for the time for it to manifest in such a way, right? You have been prepared for God to get the glory. And when God gives you, baby, it's his best. So you're being prepared for the best of the best. So it may take some time. It may take some crying. It may take everything you got on the inside of you, baby. It may take all you got, but do it again. I got something under my eye. But do it again, okay? Do it again. Do it again. And you doing it will put you in front of the right people that will change your life. Yes, CC. Hashtag do it again. Put that in the comments. Hashtag do it again. Do it again. Joseph was being prepared for 13 years. But when he got to destiny, when he got to where he belonged, baby, he was prepared. He had the authority. He had the character, okay? He was empowered with everything that he needed for his dream interpretation to become reality. God had to make sure that when his brothers reappeared, because he gave him all of the land of Egypt, when his brothers reappeared and they needed, what Joseph had, God had to make sure that his heart was going to stay humble, that he was going to remain and have a servant's heart to serve and not want to retaliate and not want revenge, but to serve them. So through all of that, God was preparing him. God was preparing him. Yes, God was preparing him. So don't think that your journey is gruesome or hard or difficult because it ain't what you're supposed to be doing. If you know God said something, if you know he gave you revelation, he gave you an assignment to do, keep doing it. It shall come to pass. He has to get the glory out of your life, but he can't get the glory if you stop doing the thing. He can't get the glory if you give up. He can't get the glory if you stay stuck. 2025, God is giving you exactly what you need. You just got to show up. Keep showing up. Even if nobody is looking, even if nobody is applauding you, even if nobody is congratulating you, even if nobody is paying attention, keep showing up. It is preparing you. Because you need the practice, right? You need the practice when nobody is looking. Because God has to know that your heart is in the right posture, that your heart is in the right place, that even when I take you up higher, you're going to remain humble. You're going to remain faithful to me. Because it is me who gave you the gift in the first place. You're being prepared, not denied, not delayed. It is preparation. Look at it as preparation. Don't look at it as it being a hardship. Don't look at it as it being the enemy. Look at it as being preparation and God allowing it to teach you, to mold you, to grow you, to stretch you. Hashtag do it again. You trying to get a house. I don't know. The approval denied. Do it again. If God said, I'm going to bless you with a house, do it again. If God said, I'm going to bless you with a car, do it again. If he said, I'm going to make you a ruler over much, keep doing it. And don't despise your small beginnings. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. God is not going to deny something that he put on the inside of you. Why would he deny it if he put it on the inside of you? You just got to keep going until it manifests. He don't give you something and then take it back. He don't put a gift on the inside of you and not stretch you and mold you and have you go through some things so that you can operate in that thing till its full capacity. That's what preparation does. Cece says, this was for me. Glory to God. We bless God. He got to prep you so that you can operate in its full capacity. So when you do get to that level of where you want to be, of where destiny is taking you, guess what? The enemy's still going to come for you. But if you have built up enough stamina in the spirit realm, if you have built up enough of strength, right, to be able to war, to thick skin, to be able to take what's going to come along with the mantle that's on your life, guess what? Baby, you ready. That's what God was prepping you for. Because the mantle is heavy. I ain't saying it's going to be easy, y'all. I ain't saying that. All I'm saying is do it again. The more you do it, the more he's going to empower you. The more he's going to stretch you and give you the capacity to keep going, to stand. And as long as you keep going, everything is going to fall in place when it is its time to do that. Keep going. Okay? Keep going. Do you understand? Joseph did not, first dream, I keep saying that because I don't know who this is for. Time does not matter when it comes to God. Joseph got his first dream at the age of 17. It did not come to pass until the age of 30. It may not happen overnight. And sometimes what God gives you, and it does happen in a quickly manner. It does happen subtly. But sometimes that's not the case. Because if it's, you got to think, Joseph's dream was so big, right? For his family to bow down to him, for the moon and the stars to bow down to him, that is big. So it's going to take some time for that to manifest. So that only means if it's taking so much time, baby, it's big. It is big. It is big. So God has to prepare you for the big thing. It's going to take more than just you. It's going to take more than just your own wisdom, your own strength. It's going to take your character being attacked. It's going to take the naysayers coming up against you. It's going to take all of that. Right? I wrote down here, despite the accusations, your character is still going to shine. I wrote that because despite what Joseph was going through, in every place that he went, in prison, right? When he was in slavery, they noticed his competence. They noticed his integral acts. They noticed that he was able to manage and move about, and he carried such authority about himself. So your character, baby, is going to speak for you in places where you feel like your gift is not being seen. It's going to be your character that's going to help you get recognized. So do it again. Because God is sharpening all of that. He's highlighting all of that, your character within you. Do it again. And while you're doing it, your character will be recognized. And then that's what's going to open up the door. That is what's going to open up the door for you to be able to use your gift, for you to be able to do your purpose, for you to be able to complete your assignment. Joseph never changed who he was, despite the different circumstances he found himself in. God favored him in those places. Yes, those places were not conducive to what he was used to. Those places were hard for him to cope with where he was, but God still favored him. Do you understand? God is still favoring you even when you feel like you have not reached the level that you want to reach. He's still favoring you. That's the good part about it. As long as you keep doing it, keep doing it. As long as you do it again, God is going to favor you. So you will end up in the right spaces, in the right places with the right people. Hashtag do it again. You are not denied. You are not delayed. You are being prepared. So don't look at your journey as something that is where you allow the enemy to make you feel like he is oppressing you, to make you feel like, nah, because it's God preparing you. Ultimately, because he gonna use everything that you are going through, that you have already been through. He's gonna use it all. He's gonna use it all, right? He's gonna use every bit of it for his glory. So do it again. Do it again. I don't care what it is that you have to cry, pray, do it again. Thank you for the roses, Keita. I appreciate it. Do it again. This year, 2025, you got to give God something to work with because he's going to bless it. If he told you to do it this year, he's going to bless it. Do it again. Most of the time we hear the story about Peter casting out his net again. But I was wondering why God was, the story of Joseph. I kept hearing the story of Joseph over and over again. I was like, okay, God, what do you want me to study in this? And that was it. No matter what Joseph went through, he was still interpreting dreams at every level. Every level, he was doing it again. He was interpreting dreams on every level, no matter where he found himself, no matter what he had to endure. He kept doing it. And it led him to be second in command. It led him to be in charge of the land of Egypt. It led him to his dream interpretation manifesting. You got to keep walking. You got to keep doing it. So that's all I have, you guys. And if you are a business owner, listen to me. If God told you to start a business, or you are a business owner and you are in the place to where you feel like you need to do it again, I have an ebook. It has been on sale for the entire month of January. It's called Build It, Brand It, Launch It Confidently. It is on sale. It'll never be at this price again because after the month of January, it's going to go back to the regular price. But because, right, a lot of times in business, we don't see what we want to see, so we give it up, or we don't put as much effort in it as we should be. And sometimes you got to go back to the drawing board to see why you started in the first place, or to see what it is that I missed along the way. This ebook is going to help you go back to the drawing board. Maybe you need to go back. Maybe you need to start fresh. But this ebook, I'm telling you, it keeps you accountable. It gives you the steps from A to Z to build your brand, to brand it, and to launch it confidently. It gives you education on what, and even if you were called to start a business, but you don't know where to start, it even gives you some businesses. It recommends some businesses that you can do, right? That you may have the gifts or the passions for. It allows you to go through a list of businesses to see, okay, maybe God has been pressing this upon my heart, and this is one of my passions. Maybe I should try and turn this into a business. So the ebook is on sale. Build It, Brand It, Launch It Confidently. I'm actually going to do a masterclass for building a business, branding it, and launching it, the entire process. I don't know when that date is going to be, but you go ahead and get the ebook, get a head start. Get a head start. The ebook is on sale. Go ahead and grab you one. All of my ebooks are on sale for the entire month of January because all of them are tailored to you becoming the best version of yourself. There's a journal. It's God's Promises Journal. There's the ebook Build It, Brand It, Launch It Confidently, CC says, I'm interested. CC, if you go under this video, there will be a link to the Build It, Brand It, Launch It ebook, and you just click on that link. It'll send you straight to where you can download it and purchase. Okay, so like I said, all of my ebooks are on sale. God's Promises Journal, that journal is to help you know what God has promised you, because when you know what God has promised you, you won't waver, right? It will continue to fire you up to keep doing it again. It will give you, right, the understanding of, if God said it, then it has to come to pass. So what I'm facing is not my end all be all. It's just part of my preparation. So the God Promises Journal, it gives you prompts every day to help you get in a mindset of, what is God promising me, so that I can make it through and get to the promise that he has over my life. Okay. I think there's 3 ebooks that I have on sale. BBLC, the Build It, Brand It, Launch It, and there is one more. I think it's the Vision. Yeah, Write the Vision workbook. Write the Vision workbook is also on sale. That workbook, when I tell you, it helps you write your vision from A to Z, and it also prompts you the right prayers, how to get in a mindset of asking God the right questions. So if you don't know what your vision is, it will help God reveal it to you, so that you'll know what it is that he has purposed you for, what it is that you should be walking out in this season. So Write the Vision workbook is also on sale, and I tell you, it is mwah, it's good. It is, and I'm not just saying that because I created it, but it gives you understanding, and it's going to help you become accountable to writing your vision, making it plain, and actually stepping it out. So Write the Vision workbook is on sale. Build It, Brand It, Launch It for any business owners or anybody who wants to start a business, as well as God's Promises Journal. It lists God's promises in the journal, and it allows you to know what God has promised over your life, so you can't be tricked by the enemy. So the enemy can't get one up over your head. But that's all I have, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I love y'all with the love of Christ. And guess what? Do it again. If you don't do it and hear anything else, do it again. And how do you know what to do again? I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna go. How do you know what to do again? Is it's always in the back of your mind, or it always comes up when you're not even thinking about it. Like God will bring it, have somebody come and ask for that thing, or have you it'll be impressed upon your heart, and it's like, why am I thinking about this again? Why is this a part of me again? So do it again. Do it again. I don't care how many times you have failed. I don't care how many times, look, you done spent and lost money. You done lost sleep over that thing. You done lost people over that thing. I don't care what it is that you've lost. Do it again. Pick it up and do it again. Again, my title was, You Are Not Being Denied. You are not being delayed. Baby, you being prepared. Don't let the enemy fool you like you are going through something that is not going to change, okay? It is not going to be this way always. It's just part of your preparation, okay? All right. So that's all I have for y'all. And until next time, spread love, seek light, and mind your blessings. Bye. Bye.